YouTube, what's going on with my people, man? Subconscious Galaxy. Shout out to all you guys, man. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today, bro. I got the day off work and I'm just chilling, bro. You guys already know, chilling on my back patio, taking in the sun, tapping in with God, just reflecting, man. Trying to, sometimes I'm just out here and just trying to collect downloads and pumping out content for you guys, because that's what I love to do. I like to get these messages out and to try to help, whoever I can. So, much love, man. It's your boy Sebastian, aka Seb Waddles, aka Seb Conscious. Back with another video, man. Hopefully this video finds you guys at a good spot in your day. And hopefully you guys are putting God first, staying strong on your journey, and living righteously. That's what I like to talk about in here, man. On this channel, I like to talk about my experience in this crazy world that we live in, the devil's playground, and getting on a journey of self-development and self-love. Let's get into it, guys. Title for this one, man, is going to be called Nothing Will Be the Same. Nothing will ever be the same, after you go on semen retention, after you guys, start living this lifestyle of, semen retention alone will get you here because it changes your whole, your body, everything, like the way you think, the way you move, your health, everything. It transforms your body. But if you also, are putting a spiritual solution together with semen retention, it's a very serious combination, and in my case, I believe in Jesus and God. So, for me, it's the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit definitely changes everything that you see, changes the way that you think, the way that you move. And as soon as this hits you guys, nothing will ever be the same. All right, and I kind of wanted to speak on this just a little bit of how this happens and why it happens. All right, I apologize if there's wind. It's been windy last couple days, so the camera might fall over, but we'll just keep going. So the reason why this happens, you guys, is because we're on a serious path, self-development and soul searching. So we're really figuring out ourselves, on this journey. We're really figuring out who we are, all the things that we've been through, maybe different traumas and reasons why things happen for us in our life, maybe in our past. We're understanding, doing shadow work, and we're understanding, on a deeper level why certain things went down and why we are who we are. So we're doing a lot of internal work, and we're doing a lot of stuff, going inside and fixing a lot of the things that are going on with us. And you guys, when this hits you, man, you start to see yourself differently, and you also start to see everybody else differently. That Holy Spirit, and just being on that spiritual journey, man, and being on that isolation path, bro, you start to see, your self-love starts to go up. So you start to look at, like I said in the previous video, man, you'll catch yourself, mirror gazing, looking in the mirror and, looking at yourself and just, being very appreciative and grateful, to be alive. Like, just on a baseline, you're just grateful, to be a human being, to have another day, to be healthy. That's not how it was, man, before this journey. I was not living like that. I was kind of just surviving, just out here surviving and making it through. And now every day I wake up, and every day is like a new adventure, pretty much. I can't wait to wake up. Sometimes I literally can't wait. When I go to sleep, I just want to get it over with. Just get the sleep over with so I can wake up again, and start being myself again, because I love myself again, But guys, it can get a little bit weird too, what I've noticed, and it's definitely, there's some areas of life that are a hard pill to swallow, on this journey. That's why I like to speak on a lot of this stuff, and what my favorite term to describe it is when the veil gets lifted. So we start to see everything, start to see yourself differently, that you are just, a spiritual being having a human experience. So you yourself are just a spiritual being. And then once you get tapped in with your higher self, you understand that, us in these bodies is just kind of, You know, like the video game analogy that I said a couple videos back. But our bodies are just kind of like the character in the video game, but our spirit and our higher self is the person controlling the character. All right, guys, it's getting windy. But you guys, when your discernment kicks in, your discernment, man, that spiritual discernment that you get from God, it's a spiritual gift from God, and it's, you're able to discern people's spirits. All right, it's been happening to me more and more recently, to where I can see people, like you can see kind of just by their body language and the way they speak, the way they behave, the way they dress, all the little things, bro. On SR we have that laser vision and that hyper focus to where we naturally just pay attention to every little thing. That's been my experience. Pay attention to all the little details, and you can kind of see who people are before you interact with them. I could see that like with my coworkers and stuff like that. And then as soon as you start to talk to people and you start to hang out with them, it gets to a whole nother level. You can really see. That's what I've been experiencing lately, is like hanging out with certain people for a certain amount of time, and then they end up like exposing themselves. Maybe they get into like a chaotic situation or a stressful situation, and then their true self comes out, and it's, it kind of takes you back. You're just like, not too into that. They end up, being, I don't know, Agent Smith, or, just negative energy. And, it's like you end up realizing that you have to, pull back from that. I apologize if you guys can't hear me. My neighbor just started his leaf blower or something, so I'm going to have to speak up a little bit. But that's another thing, is like people are going to expose themselves to you on this journey. I've made a couple videos on this before, but like females, obviously, and then guys too, everybody, it's just everybody. So you end up feeling kind of alone at times, you guys. That's what I've learned, is that you start feeling it can be lonely. There's definitely some nights where, I've had definitely some nights to where I hit up. Now I got allergies going on. What's going on, boys? Middle of the video. It's all good. So you feel alone, bro. I remember hitting up my boy Martin, a couple times, a couple other guys throughout this path, and just like, venting and just like, what, I feel lonely. I just feel lonely, man. It's okay to say that too, to people, to some of your like-minded brothers out here. It's okay. There's no shame in speaking about that, because it's true, like when the veil gets lifted, you start to see how everybody is living worldly, and everybody is they're not living in the spirit. They're not putting God first. A lot of guys aren't on retention, so they're just out here, zombie mode and acting crazy. Like we always say, all they want to talk about is like worldly stuff. All they want to talk about is smoking weed, musicians, rappers, entertainment, different stuff, like video games, girls, obviously, lustful stuff, things like that, man. And like for guys like us, we like to talk about spiritual stuff, and self-development, and putting God first, and semen retention, and trying to become the best version of ourselves. And these people aren't wanting to do that, so it's kind of hard. So you end up feeling alone, you guys. So it's part of the journey, man. As being a chosen one and being on this spiritual pathway, we have to endure this kind of stuff. We're going to get blessings for doing that. So we got to just stay strong. And that is why, that's a large part of the reason why I make these videos, to connect with all you guys, and that we can all feel together, and we can feel, safe, that we have each other, even though it's just over YouTube and over in the comments and, these videos and stuff like that. But, and I'm always willing to speak to, anybody. If you guys ever want to talk, one-on-one, just hit me up, bro. Just ask me, and I'll give you my email. We could talk, or maybe you can get my Instagram and we could talk. I'm always down for that too. I got a couple people that I talk with and stuff like that. So don't be ashamed to do that, bro. And always, man, if you guys are watching my channel, and you have been watching my channel, drop a comment, bro. Don't just be watching my stuff and not commenting. I'd like to engage with all you guys, whoever's watching. So please drop a comment. Let me know that you guys are tapping in. Let me know that you like, what I'm talking about, that you can relate. And, it's good for all of us, man. It's very good for our spirit, to be able to talk with each other, and to communicate and interact. And, It's important, man. Like I'm saying, like I'm talking about right now. The world we live in is so messed up that we need each other, you guys. We really do. So we need each other in this crazy world. So that was a little rant, as always. Sheesh. So you end up seeing the agenda. All right, guys. Once that veil gets lifted, you go on semen retention. The Holy Spirit transforms you, whatever you want to call it. All right, but there's definitely a shift that goes on, and you can kind of see the agenda of all the things that are going on. The elites or whoever is running the world, the government, the higher ups, the rich billionaires, whatever you guys want to call it. There's definitely a group of people that are pumping out different things to feed to us. All right, it's the food, it's the entertainment, social media, all the lustful stuff, all that influence that they're trying to push on the masses, with the phones and all this stuff. They want to keep everybody, you guys, at a low vibration. That's really like the main thing that I've learned, and what happens when the veil gets lifted is that they're trying to keep us down, and they're succeeding. A lot of people are like this. So that's basically what's happening. People are being fed all this stuff, and they're consuming it. It's the food. They're going to fast food restaurants, and it's making them obese, and it's making them feel strange because there's weird stuff in that food. You guys are not cooking healthy food at home. They're eating all this stuff that is the most available food, on the streets. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good for you. All that food is not good for you. Some places are decent, you know what I mean? But like for a majority, that stuff is loaded with crap. All right, guys? So, and then obviously the entertainment is all like mind control. Social media is a huge trap. All right, social media is a huge trap to get you, trying to compare yourself to other people and get validation from people, posting all the time, doing all this stuff. It's all a huge agenda, from these people that want to lower our vibration. So, you guys, you have to tap in with God. That's why it's so important, especially right now, this timeline that we're in right now. June 5th, 2023. Right now is a very, very important time to tap in with God, because the spiritual warfare is very intense, you guys. It is very intense. And we have to go even harder, man, because they are going hard. The enemy is going very hard to lower our vibration. A lot of people say it's the end of days. A lot of people say that, Jesus is going to be coming back soon. There's all types of stuff going on. The energy is definitely just, it's ramping up. So it's super important for us to stay on point spiritually and to stay tapped in with God and just to stay protected. All right, guys, because we all know, as I just said, I listed some stuff. There's a lot more, obviously, but for this video, that's all I'm going to mention. But as the veil gets lifted, you see everything for what it is. Nothing will ever be the same. All right, so we got to just tap in with the people that we get along with. Start feeding yourself good stuff. Start feeding your spirit, as I said in the last couple videos. We got to start feeding ourselves good things, good thoughts, consuming healthy food, staying hydrated, drinking a lot of water on a daily basis, taking care of yourself, bro. Otherwise, you're going to be getting body snatched, bro, in whatever way that they might get you. Could be through the food, entertainment, social media, lust, women, list goes on. Substances, alcohol, weed, everything. There's so many different traps that you could get caught in. So we have to be very focused and dialed in. All right, guys? That's my message for you guys today. Hopefully you guys got something out of this, learned something from this, and stay tuned. Later, me and Martin have a podcast for you guys, episode 119 of the Unchained podcast. So, much love, guys. I will tap in with you guys next time, all right? Much love. Stay strong. Peace.